Hello, it's Sonia here with the Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today is Wednesday, and that means it's the stitch of the week. So for today's stitch, I will be using my J hook or 6mm hook. And this is a very old one. I think I've used this one before. It belonged to my great-grandmother, so as you can see, it doesn't have the millimeters on there. And I love me a good boy hook. Boys are my very favorite, but certainly feel free to use whatever hook you like. And I am just going to be using some number 4 worsted weight yarn, possibly Red Heart Super Saver, not sure. So this stitch we are going to be doing another shell stitch. I don't know what to call it, probably just another shell stitch. There's so many different variations of shell stitches, and I love shell stitches. They're some of my very favorites, and there's just so many things you can do with shell stitches. Excuse the black dot in my hand. I'm getting ready for a yard sale, and had a little issue with a Sharpie. It kind of got all over the place. I thought I got it all up. I had it all over my thumb and my fingers, but there's a little remnant there still from my tussle with the Sharpie marker. So let's get started with this stitch. So to do this stitch pattern, you will need to chain a multiple of 9 and add 2. So why don't we chain 27? Or no, chain 29, because 9 times 3 is 27. Add 2, it's 29. Alrighty, so we've got our 29 chains here, so let's get started for our first row. So to start, we are going to work a single crochet in the second chain from our hook, and you can work in your chain however you like. So I'm going to work that single crochet. So now what we're going to do is we are going to skip 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to work a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So this is the beginning of a shell. This one's a little bit spread out. So that is the first half of our shell, and now we're going to work the second half. So in the very next chain we are going to do the same thing and work double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So sometimes all these stitches are worked all in one chain, but this one's kind of bookended with each other. So there we go. That's what she's looking like. Okay, so now we are going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3, and single crochet in the next. And we're starting the repeat here, so we're going to skip 3 chains again, 1, 2, 3, and work the first half of our shell with a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And we're going to go into the very next chain and do the same thing, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And now we're going to skip our 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, work that single crochet. So we're just going to repeat this across, skipping 3 chains and alternating between the single crochet and the shell stitch. So now we worked our single crochet, so now we're going to skip 3 chains again and work that shell stitch, the first half in this first chain. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And now we're going to go right back into the next chain. Double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And now we're at the end of our chain, so we're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and just work a single crochet in that very last chain. And our row 1 is complete. So that's what she's looking like. So now we're going to get ready for row 2. Row 1 is our setup row, and row 2 is the start of our repeat. There is a couple repeats in this, but not too bad. Alright, so we're going to chain 1, turn our work. And you're going to just work a single crochet in that very first stitch, right in that same single crochet. And now what we're going to do, we're going to work in this chain 2 space. We're going to work 4 double crochet in that first chain 2 space. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're actually just building upon this shell here. And we're going to do the same thing on the other half of the shell, work 4 double crochet. Okay, so we're just building on this shell here. All right, so now we are going to single crochet in that same single crochet, and we're just going to repeat what we just did. So pretty easy. 4 double crochet in each of our chain 2 spaces for a total of 8. Single crochet in the next single crochet, and we're going back working that 4 double crochet. And working 4 double crochet again. And then we're at the end of our row, we're just going to pop in that single crochet. And row 2 is complete there. So now we're ready for row 3. So row 3, we're going to chain 7 and turn our work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and turn our work. And this chain 7 is going to consist of a triple crochet and a chain 3 space. Alright, so what we're doing is, this is actually our first stitch here, so we're going to skip 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and then in the next one we're going to work a single crochet. And we're going to single crochet in the very next one, and we're going to chain 7 again. And we are going to skip the next 6 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then single crochet in the next 2. And we're going to repeat that. We're going to chain 7 again. And skip the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and single crochet in the next 2. And we're already at the end of our row, so row 3, pretty fast row. And now we are going to finish this up. So we're going to chain 3, and then in our single crochet we are going to work a triple crochet. So yarn over twice and insert our hook in that single crochet and just work our triple crochet stitch. And there you have it. There is row 3. Okay, so let's get ready for row 4. Row 4, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. So we are going to single crochet right in that same stitch there in that triple crochet. And now we are going to work the double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in this first single crochet here, or next single crochet. We already worked in the first one. So here is the double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So the first half of the shell, and now we're going to work double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the next single crochet to create the second half of the shell. And now we're just going to work around this chain 7 space. So work in that single crochet. So single crochet in the chain 7 space. And we're going to continue. We're going to work our double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the next single crochet. And in the next one, we work the same thing, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet to create the second half of our shell. And now we're going to single crochet around that chain 7 space and work our double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the next single crochet. And you just repeat that all the way across until you get to the end of your row, however long your chain is. Okay, so now I am at the end of my row here. I'm at my last chain 7. So what we're going to do is, remember when I said this chain 7 counts as a triple crochet and a chain 3 space. So we need to turn this into a triple crochet and a chain 3 space. So what I like to do is I normally like to count from the bottom of the chain. I just find it to be easier. So we are going to count 4 stitches or 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that 4th one, I am going to work my single crochet right in that chain. And then I have created my triple crochet here and the chain 3 space there so that it looks like this side here, because this is our triple crochet that we made and there's the chain 3 space. So what you want to do for this stitch pattern is you are going to repeat rows 2 through 4 for however long you would like your swatch. So I'm going to repeat a couple more rows and I will meet you back. Alright, so here is my swatch here. I ended up working 11 rows, and as you can see I ended on a row 2. I just thought that would look a little bit better, a little bit more finished. But I worked this swatch up in no time at all. This was such a fast stitch. Really fun, really easy, not one you have to think about real hard to do, which is really great. So I think this would be really pretty in a shawl or a lacy blanket, or even maybe if you wanted to make like a lacy cardigan or sweater. I think there's a lot of different possibilities with this stitch. So I hope you enjoyed this stitch of the week, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.